Incoming transmission.
Please be advised the following broadcast may contain some adult language and themes.
If you let your kids listen to us, you should be a better parent.
As you drift through the darkness of the Outer Imperium, you search for knowledge. In your search, you found us. Welcome to the Imperial Voxcast. Welcome to the Imperial Voxcast, your light in the darkness of the warp. This is going to be a special Imperial Voxcast sort of thing, and hopefully a more ongoing item that we're going to be doing here. I'm joined today by Scott, and we're going to be doing a little D&D PvP action. So this was spawned by Scott and I shit-talking each other, and both of us played in a one-shot game with our friend over at DM Ty. Check him out here on YouTube. And we both played the same essential one-shot, playing very similar characters. And just for fun, we started talking shit, so we figured we'd back that up. And so here we are. We're going to be throwing down a little D&D action. Both of us played barbarians and on a boat, so that's where we're going to be setting. We are going to be battling it out on the high seas, fighting each other, and we're going to go. So this here, Scott, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
Oh, my name is Scott. I don't really have a YouTube channel or anything, and the image has unfreeze. I was actually typing that, but it freezes for again. But just haven't been playing D&D for all too long, maybe about a year, and I ended up getting involved with this guy in a campaign that DM Ty is running that's phenomenal. You guys should have to check it out. And just came up with a name for our group, which can't wait to bust out next game. But yeah, we ended up playing in this one random one-shot that Ty made, and I ended up playing this little halfling feral barbarian raised by wolves. And I watched a game that Bill was in, and he played this nasty gladiator barbarian, and I made a one little comment that, you know, my character Smear, which his name is, could totally take his, and it just blew up from there. And it was all like just fun and games, crap talk, and then we were like, yeah, let's like totally swing it down. Let's see who takes it. So this is gonna be a fun little thing, a little halfling barbarian snarling at you and growling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, IVC, we're all about playing games and such. Normally 40K for any of the D&D people come over to check this out, because we are going to post this up on the OSG, the one-shot group on Facebook. So if you are interested in just picking up games here and there, it's a great group. That's how we met. And check that out.
All kinds of games over there too.
Yeah. I mean, anything role-playing, if that's your thing. For the 40K people, they do also, I've seen some people run some games there from the Fantasy Flight sets of all the different 40K lines that they have. So, yeah, so I've, for a long time, been wanting to run a PvP game. I've been trying to set one up that was more like a bigger thing. But I figure this is a great way to get it started anyways, and I'm hoping that I can get some of the people out there from the OSG and from other things who just kind of want to throw down RP, D&D, PvP thing going on. I'll just throw out all these little acronyms, little letterings here. So, without further ado, we are going to go, there's a couple ground rules we set up. We're both playing barbarians, so we would have damage. That would take forever. We've got a lot of hit points. We're just going to throw some dice, see how we're doing here, see how long we can survive this.
And just to let everyone know, we are on a boat, but in-game we ended up both getting a pendant that gave us a bonus to our AC and water breathing, and no restrictions to movement or attacking in water. So if we do happen to go overboard, you know, his character itself is a waterborne kind of entity, so he could very easily kill me quickly just by drowning.
Yeah,
He
so
kind of null and voids that.
yeah, so we're keeping that on. So we both get a bonus to our armor, and so that's cool and all. But basically, the whole thing is that we're gonna throw down here on this boat, and we're gonna go ahead and just like role play. Movement and everything means nothing really because we're gonna be based like fighting each other. However, we may describe ourselves doing things on the boat, jumping off things, moving away from each other, for all intents and purposes, just for flavor. So if I get up on a railing and jump off and swing an axe at him, it's not like I'm moving away, so he's not getting opportunity attacks, stuff like that. It's just if
Just
we just
flavor.
say I swing, it gets pretty boring after a while. So we're gonna try to make it as interesting as we can, and try to kick the crap out of each other. Are you ready, Scott?
Oh, sure.
All right. So
I think this is going to be really entertaining.
yeah. So we find ourselves on a large sailing ship, Age of Sail style, huge, couple 100 and whatever it is, 150 feet long, 40, 50 feet wide, whatever they are. Dead calm. The wind stopped. The crew's restless. The two of us sitting there, drinking too much, whatever. One thing leads to another, and we decide, let's have a fight. We both like fighting. Let's do it. Entertain the crew while we wait for the wind to pick back up. So here we are. We find ourselves squaring off. I will be playing 14. He is a water genocide, which doesn't really matter because we can both breathe underwater with this amulet. But he is a water genocide that was captured and put in gladiatorial arena for a while until he finally was able to earn his freedom, at which point he decided just to walk away and found himself drawn to the ocean, took to the ocean, and now I'm out here sailing. And I will have my trusty battle axe glacier out. It is basically there's a iron pole for the handle that looks like it's rusting. Really, it's just the way it's magically, it's not actually rusting, but it's going to look that way. And then the head of it looks like a solid block of ice, little beads on it, and written on the handle is glacier in Orcish. He had found that at some point. And in his other hand, just a pretty normal, but a warhammer in his other hand, just getting ready to sling it at people.
All right, and of course I'm Scott, and I will be playing Smear, this little feral halfling. Does a lot of growling within, because he was raised literally by wolves. His pack came across a dead body of a paladin, and he noticed these gauntlets and put them on, which gave him ogre strength, gauntlets of ogre strength, and there was a maul, and an owlbear came back to claim its kill, and he ended up helping his pack take down this owlbear with this maul. And ever since then, he's kind of left the pack, wandered, and just to find adventure and see the world. Now that he realizes that he's a little different than the wolves that he lived with and was raised by, but he has a strong connection to anyone that's with him is his pack, regardless of whether you're a fighter with him or just in his vicinity. You're part of his pack. He will protect you. So everybody on this boat, even the gentleman that he's going to be fighting, is like family to him on this boat right now.
Yeah. And 14 raised as a gladiator, and that name is basically chosen by the number he was given when he was taken as a slave, and all the slaves used their numbers instead of their names because their normal names were taken away, and then their arena names they didn't really subscribe to because they were given to them. So they kept their numbers. This is all good nature for him. He loves fighting. He's done the killing for money thing, but for his freedom thing. And now he's out there, and we both like to fight, so we're gonna do that. So we'll square off from each other. 14 stands there, head shaven, clean, kind of this grayish blue tinge to his skin, as many of his water genocide would look. Still has quite a bit of a human look to him, though. Tattoos all over his body, a blue swirl tattooed all over him. Tattoos of various different meanings on his arms, one of which being his slave number across his arm, and another one being his freedom symbol, the wooden gladius, and various other ones just have personal meaning to him, because slaves never had anything, never were able to keep any tokens, so they tattooed themselves to give themselves that look. And he'll glare over at this little feral halfling, just knows no fear over there, just growling and snarling at him. You ready for this, buddy?
As always.
All right.
And he's kind of hunched over, like almost like ready to pounce. And as he walked up, he almost looked like a little kid dragging a toy with a small dragon behind him. But you know damn well that he can wield this thing like it's a toothpick. And as he's standing there, you just see this like red glow as his rage turns on. And he knows that you're going to be raging too, and this is going to be one hell of a fight. And his hair, which is kind of like all matted, he doesn't really take baths too often, just kind of like sleeks up, almost like in a mohawk in red. And he's ready to go. This is going to be great, dude.
And with that, let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
All right. Come on, dice. Come on, dice. Oh, you're kidding me, dude. Wait, don't I have a...
You should be okay. You should be okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I haven't played him in so long.
Well, I'm at 6 right now, so if you can beat 6, you go first. And we'll just say, for the sake of things, we're both raging.
I'm pretty sure I have something at advantage on initiative rolls. That's right. And it was only 1 point better. I'm looking at 9.
Oh, you still beat me. I rolled a 3. I have a +3, so that puts me at a 6. So we'll be there.
Let's see, the new dice. All right. So
Right.
as we're standing off, and you just see this small little dude who just dragged this maul up, all of a sudden just pounces towards him. Like, you hear like the caw of a seagull in the air that's flying around the ship, waiting for like scraps for people that are fishing off the boat while it's still. And as soon as the caw goes off, he's off. It's sprinting, dragging this ball behind him as it bounces off the deck, making dents in it. And you just see him. I'm literally going to slide, like put my legs out all underworld style and slide right in between your legs. And then literally, I'm going to attempt right off the bat a tripping attack, because I took a feat, the martial adept feat.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm gonna try to slide and hook the maul on your foot and pull you down as I go. Yeah. Well, with a natural 1, I'm pretty sure you just step over it.
Yeah. Yeah. 14, seeing this little thing go for a slide. He's seen these maneuvers in the arena, and he leaps. And luckily, he's a big enough guy. I mean, just about 6 feet, but, I mean, this is a halfling, so we're looking at 3. And he leaps high enough that your maul just swings right underneath.
Slides right underneath. I was aiming to try to hook like right on your shin, so maybe it would just kind of hurt a little bit also at the same time.
Yeah.
Now it just clear jumps over it. But as soon as you come down, there's a second swing. I might have slid underneath you, but I came right back up and swinging it right around, carrying the momentum through. For a second attack, and we are looking at 19.
Just hits.
Just hits.
Just
All right.
hits.
That's a D12. Ooh. You're not going to like me. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. It's not a D12. It's 2D6. Damn it. I was looking at the wrong thing earlier.
It's all good. 2d6 is better for you.
Yeah. Looking at 13 damage as this comes swinging in at you. So I figure slides through your legs, you jump over it, but as you come down, like you haven't really spun in the air yet, but as soon as you land, he's like cracking you right on the side of the thigh. Because he's not that big, so he's not going to be hitting your shoulders. He's not aiming for your head. He's trying to chop you down to his size, man. Once you're down at his level, your head's right there for him to bash.
Nice. Yeah, 14 will and grab at his thigh, kind of grab. He's got weapons in both hands, so he kind of puts his warhammer down, that hand down over the spot that you hit, wincing a little bit, spinning around at you, knowing about your height, and he's just going to kind of spin around with Glacier gleaming in the light and swing down at you, hoping to kind of drive this little feral thing back a little bit so you can get some space to swing some more.
And as you're swinging down, you see a little smirk on his face and like little canine fangs, and he's like, "Better dodge, better."
Yeah, pretty sure that first one is going to miss. Let's see what.
AC 19, buddy.
Okay,
I think
so
I'm the same as you.
we're the same. Okay, so that was a 17, so that one misses, and
So as the sword comes down, kind of step off to the side, like, this little tiny thing. It's gonna be a hard hit, man.
yeah, my axe kind of like goes over. You're just too small. Like, even though I tried to adjust for it, just not enough. But then I'm gonna bring the same axe back at you. That would be a 22 to hit. So that will hit. And we are going to do 13 points of slashing damage as my axe comes back, kind of catches you, just kind of nicks you with the back swing of it. So it's not as strong or powerful as it might be, but.
So the first chop came like down, like aiming for like shoulder blade, step off to the side, and then you just like you halted it in its motion and just kind of like turned it, brought it back up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I figure I'd catch you on the upswing on it. Just kind of nicks probably your shoulder or something. Just a little cut on it. Nothing you can't handle.
Okay. All right.
And then as I bring that up and out of the way, my warhammer is coming in as well, just coming in to smash in at you, and that would be a that actually misses. Yeah, so that's an 18. So just kind of flailing at you, warhammer comes up, and it's kind of coming for your chin, but you're just able to duck your head back, and dance out of the way, and it would.
Yeah, I figure as this first axe, the second axe comes up and clips my collarbone, kind of like here. He just spins with it to try to like ease the cut, and that ends up pulling him out of the way of the hammer.
Yeah.
But as that happens, he's spinning. So isn't that hammer? That maul is coming around, aiming for that same. Well, it'd be my right side, your left leg. 22.
Ah. Yep.
Look at that, 14 points of damage as he just hits like the same spot. You just see him like snarl and smashing, just growling, snaring. He's foaming at the mouth. He's definitely feral. And you see, like, as wounds are starting to inflict, he's getting even redder in like this glow that he has. Like, this is what this little feral dog lives for, the fight. And so that spins around, smashes you. He brings it up over his head, and he's gonna try to bring it straight down on your foot. 20.
Damn. Yep.
He wants to see you dance.
He will be.
All right, so 15 more points of damage as like your knee kind of buckles to try to absorb this impact. It just opens up that foot to a good smearing.
Yeah, and he'll kind of hop around, favoring his other foot. A maul slamming down on your foot doesn't feel too good. He'll kind of hop back and trying to drive you back. He's going to come back with Glacier as quick as he can to get this little feral thing back. And we're going to swing at you there.
He is kind of open, just bringing this down. If you, nice swing across.
That's a nice 23 to hit.
There you go. Hit me, man.
All right, and now sensing that you're already bloodied a little bit, and this is where he excels. So he slams into you, 22 points of damage.
Nice, dude.
Glacier slams into you, driving you back, giving him some space to work.
I figured he would definitely he would stumble back a little bit, putting a little distance between us. But just like you, this is what he lives for.
Yeah. Now that he's got some space. 14 comes back at you a little bit more set. His foot, the pain starting to dwindle away. That one will miss though. Steps on the foot wrong and just winces, making the axe swing a little bit wide. But he recovers quick. This is what he does. So he recovers quick, sending his warhammer at you. Oh man, if I could roll for a shite. Yeah, that one doesn't do very good. He misses you and is probably a little off balance.
So as this axe hit comes down, you hit me with the first one to drive me back, and then you come swinging in with that axe on the next attack. And axe is in your right hand?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right hand. That's my main.
As you come swinging in, you don't see it, but he's kind of stepping off to your right. He's stepping into the swing, helping you miss not only that attack, but this hammer that you have that he sees coming in. He knows it's going to come in falling behind. The problem is that he's so small that he's going to try to come up right underneath it and kind of swing up into your midsection. So as you're swinging down, you're coming in to meet that gut shot.
Cool.
And you just happen to somehow, that the swing of that hammer down must just kind of move your hip out of the way enough to where he kind of swings by. But he carries the momentum through, and he's going to come around swinging, trying to hit that right thigh, take out that knee. And that, we're looking at 19.
All right. 19.
At least one hit. We're at least getting one hit a turn, man.
Yeah.
Looking at 14 points of damage as he swings this maul and trying to catch your lower rib cage and right in your gut, the soft area, trying to knock the wind up, try to knock your diaphragm up into your lungs, just compress them. And you somehow you just manage to suck in that gut enough to get the hammer. The maul passes right by, but that swing comes out and he just swings it around, carrying the momentum with it. Crack right in the side of your leg as you're attempting to turn around to follow this little wirely bastard.
All right. He winces in pain. Starting to revel in the battle, revel in a true match. He's going to step back a little bit, staggering from it, and he's going to push off the railing, kind of jumping up, coming down at you with that axe, trying to do some damage. And that will hit.
All right.
Hitting you with 24 there.
Nice.
Blood has been smelt. Not as good. 8 would be 17 points of damage as that axe.
Dude, that axe hits damn hard, man.
Slashes into you. Yeah, Colossal Slayer helps.
Oh, yeah, you bastard.
Then
3 attacks and Colossal Slayer.
Yep. That was the point. So, yeah, I slash across, probably just kind of, again, I nicked one side earlier. I'm going to kind of slash across the front of your chest a little bit. But you're quick. You dash back a little bit. So it's nothing that you can't handle. But then as I take the axe down, I'm going to kind of just shove the axe head forward. So I'm going to kind of slam into your chest with the top part. So maybe a little bit of it will prick, but it's not going to, do a major groove. Just trying to kind of drive you back.
I'm sure there's a point on the end of that thing.
Oh, yeah. So 27 on that one to hit.
Yeah.
And 11 points of damage from that.
All right.
And now
what about this hammer?
Smiling, just grinning. I've kind of put you back a little bit. This hammer's going to come through now across the other direction, trying to slam into your shoulder, maybe make it harder for you to swing at me again. But, the blood that's dripping down my arm kind of gets in there, and the hammer goes spinning out of my hand. just misses you as I rolled a crit one.
I was like, as it went spitting out of your hand.
Yeah, I'll have to pick it up, but I figure
Alright.
with a one, nat one, I should probably have something there.
Which I just remembered the nat one that I rolled earlier. I have lucky
Oh,
as a halfling. I can re-roll once,
ah,
so I guess it's a good thing that I just rolled with it, but I didn't lose my weapon or anything.
yeah, cool.
All right. So he sees your hammer go flying, and you just see this little smirk on his face, and he literally he's gonna sidestep. He's gonna put himself in between you and the hammer, knowing that you have more to you've been swinging more than him, and he wants to level the playing field, and hopefully level you to the ground more to where he can get at you. So as he steps in, he's gonna come in with a nasty swinging from the left hand side, aiming for your right thigh again. As he steps in to cover this hammer, he doesn't want it near him. And 20, not nat, modify 20.
all right, do it.
Oh, really? Just because I get 2d6s to roll for this maul, and they happen to come up with double one. Snake eyes
What?
for damage. So looking at, luckily I have 5 plus 5, which makes it 7 plus 3 for the rage. 10 points of damage as this maul smashes into that same. He's really good at aiming somehow. But, he's got a pretty big maul, so hitting your leg is pretty much hitting the same spot.
All right.
Trying to collapse this leg underneath you. And he swings it in, and then brings it up and around, and he's trying to aim. He's going for your right foot this time. He's already smeared your left, so. And this one, once again, you see it coming. You saw this ploy before. Your foot didn't like it the last time, so you sidestepped this one.
Yeah.
And then just buries it right into the deck and rips it out. The captain isn't all too happy about the fact that I just made a hole in his deck.
Yeah. We've already made deals with the captain. We have to repair all damage done. So now you're in between me and my axe.
I am.
My hammer. I know I can get to it, but I'm not going to be able to pick it up this turn. Or at least that's how I'm going to play it. So what 14's going to do is just grip that battle axe with both hands now. And as he does, he's going to start circling you, getting about halfway to his hammer and swinging with his axe. Yeah, that'll hit. That would be a 27. Just trying to drive you away from his hammer so next turn I can scoop it up.
Damn you and your Colossal Slayer, do it.
10, only 18 points of damage that time.
Oh, only 18.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Actually, no, we'll reduce that because I was double gripping it. Damn it. 16 points. I'm supposed to be using a D10, and then I rolled worse for my D10 than I did on my D8. So, oh well.
Not good for me.
Yeah. So then I'm going to continue the movement away and slashing at you. More just trying to get you to move away so I can get to that hammer. 19. Yeah, that barely hits.
Yeah, that one hits too.
And there we go. For 17 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I rolled well on that one.
Yeah, I guess.
And then finally getting over my warhammer, I'm going to switch my grip back to one hand and with my foot scoop under that warhammer, flinging it up, catching it in the air, ready to go for the next round.
As you go to bring your foot down to scoop it up, a maul's coming down to try to meet your foot.
All right.
This little guy, you've circled around, you've kind of hit him back a couple times, and honestly, he is looking mighty bloody right now. Only a couple rounds left in this little fight.
Yeah, 14's not looking so pretty either.
But as you slash, and you see that he feigns back from the two strikes of this vicious, mean axe. You see the blood streaming down his chest, and he's all X'd up. It's a good thing we have a cleric on the boat that's ready to heal all wounds and stuff. We got a couple of them. It's all good for good fun. And as he's falling back, you scoop your foot underneath, not realizing that he didn't fall back as much as you thought, because as soon as he kind of went back, he kind of rolled forward and jumped up, and he's got both hands on this thing, and he's coming straight down onto your foot.
Ah.
With a 21.
Ah. Right.
Yeah. So the hammer, like, it was as you were coming up with your foot, so the hammer still caught the momentum to carry up for you to catch it, but as your hammer went up, here comes this maul as it goes by. Whack! Hitting and scraping down your shin to then slam and pin your foot to the deck.
Ah, yeah. Catching it, like, focusing on catching that warhammer, I'm not able to dodge at all, even knowing that attack's coming, but wanting that hammer so bad.
Looking at 15 points of damage as I just probably not shatter your shin, but it's going to take a lot of healing to grow back all the skin I just ripped off of it and smeared across the top of your foot.
Yeah, just blood kind of dripping down into my leather boots there and just kind of like coating that shin, and part of the boots torn as well, as they're just basic leather, nothing special, something a ship crewman would wear, not being able to handle your maul.
And you realize that you might have nightmares of this little dude jumping up in the air, grinning at you with his fangs out, like, as he comes up and just almost folds himself in half to get all of the momentum in this strike down your leg. And you realize that this little halfling is a little more than you thought. Weren't expecting this much from such a little tiny dude. And as he smears your foot, everything's all about like momentum. He's a prey animal, a wolf. They're very agile and they can pounce back and forth, and they always seem to be able to keep their balance. Like a wild cat can just pounce all over the place. Wolves have that same ability. So as you see this hammer comes down, he smashes it into your foot. Somehow it just comes back up and around, and he's aiming for the inside of your leg this time. So he's literally attempting to try to knock your leg out from underneath you, make you do the splits. Because we know how much grown men like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But smashing your foot, you reel back with such a howl from the pain that all he catches is like a glint off of the armor, like the leather armor on your knee. Yeah. And you hear him like he knew that this was his chance, and he missed it just by leather.
Yeah, and 14 will kind of bring down his warhammer as well. Just to, he glints off your maul just enough to kind of like steer it from what was surely going to hit him, what was surely going to like knock him down onto the ground from the pain of it, and then feels it glance off him and smiles and just starts laughing, and oh, it's going to be a good one. And just for fun,
it is.
He's gonna throw. He realizes that it's kind of do or die time. Just throw all caution to the wind, as I'm gonna go into a reckless attack.
Yeah, how did I know?
Just no. I mean, he's a gladiator. He's used to trading blows. He's used to it. He is more trained in the aspect of like a bear, of a beast that's just takes a hit, but it's gonna keep coming at you, kind of Muhammad Ali style. Like, you're gonna hit me, but I am going to finish you. So this is the goal here.
All right, man. With this, if you hit with like maybe two of these, might drop them.
All right. So the first one, 19. Luckily, I was rolling.
So like that just. Yeah. That's it. That's the magic number. All right, what do you got? With the Colossal Slayer. Oh. Such a great combo. You and me talked about that a little earlier.
2 plus 8 is 15 points of damage for his first swing of that axe. Just kind of coming around. I know your momentum, your speed is your key. So I am going to come down this time, swinging low, glance across your leg, and you'll see ice starting to form at it as Glacier works to try to slow you down magically, like ice clinging to your body, freezing up the wound so it's not really bleeding much more, but still you can kind of feel it weighing you down. Oh. The second swing, though, just kind of goes wide. He's, too frenzied. He's not paying attention close enough. And finally, this hammer comes at you like just straight at you. So like stabbing at you with it just to try to like knock the wind out of you. And that will hit. Yeah, both of those were 15s. That will do 14 points of damage as the hammer slams into you. And 14 will dance back knowing that if you're still standing, he's going to take a punishment here.
He is still standing. He is not looking all too fresh. And the fact that like you just iced his leg, it kind of almost like froze to the deck a little bit. So when you prodded forward with the hammer, it kind of knocked him in the chest, and you saw that the leg didn't want to move from the spot, but it broke free. So he kind of like spun in the air, and he's not prone, but he's down like almost like 3-point landing style with the maul in one hand.
And 14 will dance back, and he'll kind of do the little hand "come at me, bro" thing, because he knows it's gonna happen, but he's just loving it. Like, this is a good fight.
And just like you, he knows that like this is it. The ball's to the wall now. Like we're both probably near the end of our rope, and one rope is gonna break. So yeah, reckless attacking it. So you just see him from this 3-point. He just and it burst of red as he takes off. Like this is it. He's coming at you. This is do or die. Either he's gonna whack you, knock you down, or he's going down next round. And it was a good fight either way. And as he comes running in, he's this little guy, and he jumps. Like he jumps high, and he's aiming for your chest. But he comes in like he's coming in like sidelong. Try to like come straight across your chest. Even if you block it, he's probably looking to do some damage just from the impact, pushing you back. And let's see. Oh, you got a 17 plus, looking at 26 on one.
Oh, yeah.
And 23 on the other. So either way, you're getting hit.
All right. All right.
Oh, that was totally a 6, and it fell off my table, damn it. Ah, you lucky bastard.
Woo.
Looking at 12 for the first attack. And as he jumps and comes swinging in, like you do get your axe up, but the impact is just so hard. You get your axe and your warhammer up to try to block it, but there's just so much strength behind this little dude, and the momentum of his little tiny body flying forward actually smashes your own weapons like into you, and that's more what does the damage than the impact of the hand of the maul.
Nice.
And we got 22. And good thing I have advantage because that one's only an 11. So the 22 hits.
That will do.
That will do, pigs. That will do.
Right.
Oh, looking at 12 more damage as he slams the maul into your own weapons, which kind of drops his momentum, and he's carrying them all down. He spins around in the other direction, aiming for your kneecap again to bring you back around and trying to knock you down, and I don't think he did.
Yeah, 14 winces in pain. Just, this hurts. His leg is swollen now at this point. Like, barely able to walk on it because you keep, like an MMA fighter, you keep going to the same leg, and he just kind of limps at you. But he's bound and determined, like, if he doesn't finish you here on this turn, on this round of swings.
Actually, it doesn't change anything, but where you used reckless attack, I would have had advantage on my attacks anyway.
Yeah. So either way, you had advantage.
I said I used it, so you have advantage on yours here, which gives you a bonus.
Well, I figured I'd reckless attack again anyways, and we'll just keep the flavor that way, because I realized you were giving me an unfair advantage you didn't need, so I was going to give it right back if you survive this round, which I hope you don't.
Oh, dude, like, if you accidentally, like, spit on me in the wrong direction, I'm going down.
Okay, so I see this little halfling just looking haggard as all hell.
Yeah,
And
he's panting, like literally.
Yeah, 14 knows it's over, but he has to finish it. Like, that's how it is. It's got to be done. He's going to knock this thing out. Otherwise, he knows this little feral wolf is too much in the wolf brain. He's not going to come out. Like, he's going to come right back at him if he doesn't knock him out.
He will attack.
Okay, so that would be a 29 to hit for the first attack.
Damn it.
Second attack will miss. I'm just going to roll them all, so
Yeah, do it, man.
we'll just kind of do it. Yeah, so only the first attack will hit. So,
Come on, ones.
yeah, so the axe, Glacier comes down, and I'm going to flavor it more different. So, he comes first with that Warhammer. Just I'm trying to get you to make the move, make you, like, open up. Swings at the Warhammer, you bat it aside with your maul. Comes back with Glacier. You, like, clang it out of the way. But I used that. I knew the motion. I knew which way you would block it by the way I swung in. So I take it, using that momentum to bring it back around and just slash across your chest. 15 points of damage.
Ah! And you see as the hit goes striking across, like it's literally like that movie-ass moment with a sword slashing across somebody's chest, and it goes like kind of flying and spinning in the air, and his maul goes kicking out, and he lands on the deck on his back. Like, he's still breathing. He's just unconscious. We weren't fighting till death, and the clerics come running over to heal him up.
Yeah.
And 14 stands victorious.
14 will breathe heavily for a few seconds, just kind of letting himself calm. He was in this state where he just can't really see straight, and now he looks down at this little halfling on the ground, and he'll walk over, pulling into his pouch. He's got several little berries, and he's just going to he'll feed a few of them to him so that he gains consciousness, so that the clerics will come around, as I'll give you half my supply of good berries, and kind of reach down to pick you up so that you're not on the ground when the clerics come.
He gets up, obviously that whole, the Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
wrist shake. This was a respectful battle of might. Like nothing more than, next time maybe I'll get you.
Good fight, little one. I thought you had me.
You hit like a horse.
It's all Glacier.
That thing's cold.
Yes, it's lovely.
I should use it on my meat. It'll help keep them.
Oh, my leg needs it more. I'll put it on my swollen leg that's just awful right now. Just probably half again the size of my already big calves, or just knee, leg, shin. You just kept targeting the same foot, and he'll kind of limp, looking for the nearest alcohol. As the clerics
He
come
would
over.
kind of like slap your leg, because that's about as far as he could reach. Like, but he doesn't slap it gently. Like, whacks it pretty good. Sorry.
Yeah. And he'll wince and kind of bring his warhammer as if to swing, just out of reflex. And it's like, oh wait, no, and they'll walk away. Good fight.
Yeah, dude, man, that was good. I almost thought I might have you. Like, I was like, come on. I was at 9 HP. 9 HP.
I'm at
You know,
currently, let's see, I'm at 28 hit points at this point.
28.
Yeah.
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 Your 3 attacks in that Colossal Slayer was just hammering it home every time.
Yeah, that thing I think is what makes this like setup actually work. So anyone who's interested, I think I will put this up as a PDF and try to link it in the show notes. My character sheet. It's got a whole bunch of writing on it, so I'm going to take a picture, and whatever's on there, you get to deal with it. And that's from previous. I did all the calculations on my trusty little app here with 14. So that's where I ended right there. 28 hit points. The armor says 18 because I didn't count in the artifact that we're both wearing. But yeah, that was great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for getting together and doing this. anyone who
Yeah,
liked this,
we've been trying to plan it for a little while now, but schedules haven't been in, and it was my first birthday, my daughter's first birthday, and had all kinds of other birthdays going on. But I'm glad that we were just like, oh, nobody's got anything going on. All right, then we're fighting.
yeah,
Bring
let's
it
do
on.
it. Let's do it. So anyone else who enjoyed this, I'd like to do more. So it can work whatever way you want. We were both played as level 12 characters because that was what the one shot we ran in was. I think this works better for higher level characters. Low level characters, you're either going to cream each other too quickly, or you don't have enough to do. I'd love to see some like battle mages or things like that. Just anything anybody wants to try, I'd be down. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, this was just pure like melee.
Yeah.
This was two barbarians smashing at it, and this was more of like just some shit talking that we did about our characters, characters that we both made that we loved. Like I love this little dude. I think he's hilarious. I love playing him, and I wasn't sure how I felt. Like I was like, I'm just gonna make a random weird character, a little halfling. I randomly rolled it, like literally, like I have a little dice app on my phone, and I was like, all right, what race am I gonna be? Halfling. All right, what am I gonna be for a barbarian, a halfling barbarian? Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love the weird combos. I play in another game where I am a Goliath sorcerer, so I love like it doesn't really make normal sense, but just comes up with like an RP reason. Yeah, so 14 I love. I set him in Ty's world, actually coming from the area where our other campaign is, as far as like the gladiatorial arenas were. And just in my head, I love it. Like he revels in combat. He laughs at things when he takes damage or when they threaten him, and he'll call for the shot, like bring it on. I don't care, just bring the pain. And you brought it, so that was a lot of fun. Everyone else, like it, share it, subscribe, whatever. We're gonna do more of these with Imperial Voxcast. Plus, if you're into 40K, check us out. There'll be more 40K videos. This, I think, will be the first of many. Whether it's all me fighting in it, I'd like to just DM it in the future. That way we can have someone else who can describe some of the damage, some of the things that are happening. Maybe throw in some environmental effects. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it all out. Thanks for joining me, Scott. And I'm going to...
And like I said, like if you want, like we could both be not really DM, but like judges. So that way it's like an impartial. Nobody's on either one side, and you just let people battle it out. And
cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I will have to figure out how to do this with multiple screens. It's kind of set up for the two I can figure out really well, but multiple, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, with that, let's kill the ship sounds in the background. And I'm going to jump in the outro, and thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
There we go. Gotta launch.
And outro.
The previous content is protected under Creative Commons license. You're free to share or to remix the work, as long as you attribute the Imperial Voxcast for their efforts and are not making commercial profit from it. These conditions can be changed if given written consent by the Imperial Voxcast. Music provided by Grant Gabler.
Transfer of data.